everybody. Hi, Coffee with Mom viewers. I wanted to do this video today, all natural. So we took out the sewing, we took off the makeup, we took off most of the jewelry, had to leave the earrings in, but I just wanted to come to you as me since we're starting our 7 days of self-care. And I took a lot of time really thinking about what I wanted this week's video, from me at least, to consist of, and I thought it would work best if it was just a conversation. So as we're expanding and as we're going into these different medias, I wanted to at least address and stay pure to why Coffee with Mom started. And this 7 days of self-care is kind of my way of showing you the direction I'm trying to go in. And I thought I would start by doing the one piece of self-care that I try to practice every single day that kind of jump-started not just the idea for this site and this vlog, but also the thing that keeps me sane, and that is transparency. And when I say transparency, people always think in terms of like companies or terms and conditions. For me, transparency is me being honest with me being honest with myself and with you guys every single day, so that not only am I the best version of myself, I'm the most honest version of myself. And so as we walk into our 7 days of self-care, I wanted to talk about that kind of transparency and what it means for me. And I guess the easiest way to go about it would be to start at the beginning. And, many people ask me, hey, you don't have kids, why a motherhood blog? And for those of you that know me, you know that children are near and dear to my heart. For those of you that don't know me, I love everything about being a mother. I love everything about kids. It's just something that I kind of inadvertently fell into and realized that I had a passion for in a time when I didn't have a passion for anything, to be honest. And so as I started to explore that passion, things took place in my own life. I got married. I decided I wanted to have a baby. And so because my partner and I both talked about the fact that I always wanted to be a mother and I wanted to physically go through a pregnancy, we did artificial insemination. And because of some other health conditions that I have joint disease and I have autoimmune issues. And so I was taking off all medications for those conditions so that this can be a healthy, pregnancy. And so in doing that, we stressed my body way out. And unfortunately, we as a couple suffered a miscarriage. And in that time, I started to doubt myself. Maybe I'll never be a mother. Maybe I'm not meant to be a mother. I failed in my own eyes. I failed at becoming a mother. And so I was in a really, really bad place, and just coping was not something that was happening on my end. And I kind of lost faith, lost touch with myself, and I began to plant seeds of doubt in myself and take away the trust I had in myself and in my body. And I started to sow seeds of negativity as far as who I am and what I'm capable of into myself. And in doing that, it created a situation where I didn't know where to go. I had no direction. I didn't know what I wanted for myself. I wasn't taking care of myself, and it reflected in every aspect of my life. And so that went on for actually quite a while, a lot longer than I like to admit, but it was a while that I was stuck in that place. And as I started coming out of it, the place I had to start was with truth and with transparency. I had to look myself in the mirror and say, you know what? You didn't fail. Things happen. There are things within your body that are within your control, and there are some things that aren't. And there are some things you just have to have faith in. Needless to say, I ended up getting divorced later that year. So that's where my faith stepped in. As I started being honest with myself about my marriage and where I was, it became more and more clear that bringing a child into that situation would not have been what was best. And while a sad moment and a moment that I will carry with me for the rest of my life, it happened on purpose. It happened for a reason. Things that were beyond my sight at that moment were getting ready to take place, and it wasn't my time. And so after sitting in that truth, allowing myself those moments, then I began to take steps to rebuild myself. And so in that time is when I started changing how I eat and what I allow into my body, and as far as medications and drugs and drinking. And I had to make a conscious decision on what was going to be best for me in that light. I started working out. I started making decisions about my body, things I wanted to change, things I wanted to keep, what would make me the happiest when I looked in the mirror. I started meditating. I started spending time with myself. And while, yes, I was going through a divorce and ended up eventually getting divorced, so I dated, I spent probably more time with myself than I ever have in my entire life. I really did. And in that time alone, I gained a lot of insight into who I am and what I need and what will work for me and what won't, what I will accept from another person and what I won't, what I can allow into my space energy wise and what I can't. And in spending that time with myself during those moments, it reflected in everything I touched and everything I did, who I allowed into my circle, what I tolerated, what level of stress I allowed myself and my body to get to. It began to little by little change who I was in those meditative moments and those moments spent doing yoga, just sitting by myself and just listening to my breathing. I got back to my friends, to my family, started spending time with people who love me for me, and allowing that love to really permeate and really penetrate my soul and my heart, so that when I did have those darker moments, I knew that I wasn't by myself. So I started having more girls' nights and girls' trips and doing things that really, like really reminded me how good life could feel. And I started going back to church. I started really trying to figure out where I wanted myself to go spiritually and emotionally and mentally, got back into school. And as I sat back and tried to figure out, okay, for this blog, where do we want to go? Where are we trying to get to? I sat there and I said, you know what? Let's start with me. I started this. I started this from a hope, a prayer, and a dream. And so it wasn't really, I wouldn't call it a rebrand, but with our expansion, I said, we'll start at the beginning. What made me feel like the best version of me? What helped me to get to the more positive places, and what still continues to help me grow as a person? And it was those 7 things. And that's how we came up with the 7 days of self-care. So we're going to have a day of meal prep and nutrition with one of our moms, and we're having a day with meditation, a day with yoga and working out and getting dolled up and making good drinks and praying and not worrying and taking that spiritual side of ourselves into our own hands and being active in that positivity in our lives. So we're going to lay all of that out for you this week. I was very blessed and so fortunate that when I decided to do this and I started reaching out to my village, they came through and they stood up and said, hey, I'm good at this, I'll do it. When I reached out and asked and I told them my vision, they were willing to put themselves out there, some of them for the very first time on video, and share their gifts that they've shared with me, with you guys. So I'm super excited about it. I am a little nervous to be branching out in this way, I'll be honest. But I think as a brand, Coffee with Mom has the potential not only to bring all of you together and show you guys that you're not alone in some things and show you some new things, but it also has the ability to be a hub of just information and love and caring and support and sharing. in a time when people don't care for each other or support each other, or they're not as positive. This is a place where you can come and truly let your hair down and be yourself. If you're having a great day, we'll have something for you. If you're having a terrible day, there's something or someone you can reach out to. So I want it to be all of these things that I feel in my heart and I have in my head, and I've got a million ideas. So we're going to be doing a lot of different things this year. So I just want you guys to stay tuned and stay with us. Check us out on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. All of them are Coffee with Mom. And once you're done doing that, if you comment done under this video, you'll be entered into a raffle to win a basket from Blessed Body Works, which is an amazing company grown from one of our moms, one of our viewers, and it's all organic. And she's got lip balms and foot scrubs and candles, and oh my God, her products just smell amazing. They look amazing. I'll be giving away that basket just for following us and just for becoming a part of our community. And so I'll be holding a raffle after the end of the week and getting that basket out to you guys. So I just am grateful for you. I am so appreciative of the love and the support. I hope that in my honesty and my vision, you guys are able to take something from it and give it to someone else and give to each other and be there for each other. If just one of you ends up connecting with one of the other moms on this site, then I am elated and I have done my job. So I hope you guys stay tuned. I hope you guys won't be mad at me because my workout video was actually done with a guy. Don't be mad. Everything else with a mom, but I hope you'll enjoy that day too. I know you guys will, because he worked super hard and he was amazing for this video and putting together something that will really allow you guys to get in shape at home by yourself. So I know you guys will love it. I think that's it. I think I might be rambling at this point. I'm just so excited for you guys to see everything that we have coming. And if you have any ideas, shoot them out to me. Send them to me. I am more than happy to take your ideas on submissions for things that we need to either talk about or have polls on or make videos on or resources that we should look into. I am here for all of it. I am here for you. Love on each other. Love on me. Love on yourselves, especially this week, so that you can be the best version of yourselves. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.